The number one reason I hear that people don't set boundaries is they don't know what to say. So stick with me today, and I'm going to share how you can verbalize your boundaries and make boundaries about collaboration. I'm Nancy Levin. Welcome back to my channel. This is the best place for you to learn how to make yourself a priority and set boundaries that stick so you can step into center stage of your own life. All right, here's the deal. First and foremost, your boundaries are between you and you, even if they involve other people. And not every boundary needs to be verbalized. If you choose to share your boundary with someone else, be sure that you are ready to hold it. The biggest myths about boundaries are that other people cross our boundaries and that other people are responsible for upholding them. So hear me now. Your boundaries are the limits that you set around what you will or will not do, will or will not tolerate, and will or will not accept. And it is your responsibility to set the boundary and hold the boundary. It's no one else's job to uphold, respect, or even honor your boundary. This moves you out of victim and blame right into responsibility and empowerment. So if you choose to verbalize a boundary, most important thing, make sure you are verbalizing it with someone who is reasonable. So what I mean by that is you cannot have success in verbalizing a boundary with a narcissist or an abuser, for example. You want to make sure that you're in a conversation with a reasonable human being when you are verbalizing a boundary. You can set and hold a boundary with anyone because that's on you. But if you're sharing your boundary with someone else, make sure you're verbalizing it with someone who's reasonable. And that's where the collaboration can come in, because you can make a request. This is what it sounds like. I notice that I'm really overwhelmed with all the housework. So I'm wondering if you're willing to share it with me 50-50. The other person might say, yes, no problem. The other person might say no. Then what you get to say is, I, in order to support myself, am going to hire someone so that I don't have to take it on my own. So right there, I named my need and I named how I'm going to take care of myself. That's the important piece. That allows us to diffuse any resentment that is arising. So if we decide we're going to name our boundary and share it with someone, the way I look at it is we are inviting them in to know us better. We are giving them a page of our operating manual. We are giving them a piece of our puzzle. We are letting them see what we need, and we allow them the space to see if it is something that they can collaborate with us on, if they can contribute. But the bottom line is we need to not make it about the other person. So a boundary is not about someone else doing anything different, not about someone else changing. So in other words, it does not sound like, hey, you never do the dishes. I need you to clean up after yourself. That's not what it is. It's, I feel unsupported and I need support with the housework. So I'm wondering if you're willing, and if not, I'm going to hire someone so I get the support I need. That's one scenario. Another scenario could be, I have a boundary around my time during the day when I take personal phone calls. And I notice that you are calling several times throughout the day. So I'm just letting you know ahead of time, I will return your calls after 6 p.m. So again, I'm not saying don't call me. I'm not telling anyone else what to do. I'm simply informing the other person about what works for me and how I am going to respond. That's the most important piece. getting clear about what works for me and communicating it. That is really the reason why we would share a boundary with someone else. We want to inform them of what's going on with us so that we can have a deeper connection, so that we can have deeper communication, and ultimately deeper intimacy. I hope that this video is supportive of you as you are getting used to the idea that you can share your boundaries with others and that you are the one who needs to stand up for what you need for yourself. Be sure to click the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you will get an alert the next time I post a video.